All right, you know, I was gonna wait for nicer weather, but I am just so excited to share our new farm truck with you. I just gotta come out here and just get a video of it. So here's our new farm truck. We just picked this up. It is a 1956 Dodge C3, and this is an HHA-8. A whole bunch of letters there identifying this truck. So it's a 2.5 ton flatbed. It's got a 259 small block V8 in it. Cool old Mopar. I already got it running here. We actually went through, you can see all the headlights, marker lights, all the lights and everything on this truck work. We are just super excited to have this truck. When my wife and I went and looked at it, we had to kind of hide our excitement because we knew we wanted it as soon as we saw it, but since we had to keep our game faces on since we were buying it. Once you open this truck up here, now it doesn't have the factory seats in it now, but the gentleman that we bought it from actually gave me the factory bench and all the hardware. We'll have to have it redone, but we do have all the original seats and everything for it. On the inside here though, everything else is almost all completely factory. All in all, it's in really good condition. We are really surprised when we saw the condition of this truck. The gentleman we got it from, it's kind of a collector of 50s trucks. He had about a dozen different trucks, and he actually drove them all and made sure they were all running. So this thing has all the factory gauges. So we got oil, you got temperature gauge, you got amps and fuel. All of these are actually working. I don't know about the speedometer. I haven't really got into that yet. We have this vacuum gauge because this does have a 2-speed rear differential. So you can actually watch this when you're first fired up, and it'll actually build up pressure. It's got an external reservoir out there underneath the hood. Everything inside here does work. We got wiper blades, we got the heater, we got the blower motor firing up there. Got the old style turn signal switch, so you gotta turn it on and off yourself. You can see right here we got a blinker. If you look right out there, I don't know if it'll show up, you can actually see it lighting up there on the back side, indicating that your blinker is working. You got the old school horn. Make the dogs jump. So this does have a 2-speed rear differential like I mentioned, but the transmission is actually a 5-speed with high and low. Now normally the switch mounts here for the high and low, but he had to put it here because the old cable broke, so he had to shorten it up. He said that the old mounting bracket was destroyed, so he wasn't able to get it, so I do need to find one of those for the rear end. But other than that, the interior's pretty much all here. We're really excited about that because I'm sure this truck is going to be hard to find parts for, because I can't even find much about this truck anywhere online. One thing the gentleman did give us, which I found very appreciative of, was this is an old school shop manual. So it's on the DVD instead of having like a Shilton, which some of the kids these days probably won't know what the Shilton is, but back in the day, anytime you bought a car, first thing you did was go buy the Shilton so you knew how to fix everything. So this is an online little DVD for how to fix everything on the truck. So hopefully that's going to come in handy. All the glass is in pretty good shape. You can kind of see it looks like it's delaminating here on the windows a little bit. Windshield glass is all in great shape, which we're really happy about because it's curved and I'm sure that's not going to be fun to replace. We do have a crack in the back window, which we'll have to get a new one put in that. But all in all, the glass is all in great shape. The body of this truck is just incredible. We just love the color, love the patina. Coming back here, we're gonna run out of hay to stack on the back of this thing before we ever get it so loaded that we can't haul with it, because the leaf pack underneath the back of this thing is just incredible. And the leaf springs on here are just nuts. There's so much weight we could stack on this truck. We'll never load it to its full potential. I do also like here is he actually did use this truck for moving stuff, but the slats underneath the bed here kind of sit down below the metal frame, so he put some plywood on top of it so he could load and unload with the forklift. So, but he did keep underneath here is all the original 2x, so we're going to pull that off and hopefully that wood's not in too bad a shape. You can hear it running there. We got some old school glass packs there firing up. One thing I love about this truck is I love the way the hood opens up and looks here. This side doesn't have the latch on it, so I can't actually get it to stand all the way up, but everything underneath here works. I mean, you can hear it purring. No lifter ticks, no noise, no anything. Idles real nice. We got all the factory radiator, all the mounts, everything under here original. You can see right here, this is the cable he had to replace for the vacuum operated rear differential. So you can see he's got a new cable run here, but the cable was just running too short to run up to the shifter. So it's gonna take a little work to get that back the way it needs to be. So this is a 259 Polygon V8. It was before they actually had the Hemi. But he went through and actually tuned this thing up, just like that, made sure she fires right up in the morning. Now one thing he did do is he did convert this to 12 volts, so it doesn't have the factory alternator. Kind of bummed about that, but also that does make it things a little bit nicer for, you know, keeping the lights. So like all these lights up on top, those are LEDs that he's kind of changed out. So updating it a little bit with some lighting and things was a good thing. But all in all, man, we are super excited about this truck. The front of this thing just has such great character to it. And just, I just can't say it enough. Love the front of it. The only issue that I have before we can actually take it for a drive here is underneath on the gearbox. You can see right there on the front, we're missing that lower bolt that goes in the base of the gearbox there. And this thing has a ton of slop in the steering, so I don't feel too comfortable driving around the road until I get that fixed. So I'm in the process now of trying to find that bolt. Once I get that bolt, we'll get that reinstalled. We're gonna probably go through and service that gearbox here. We'll get some new fluid, and then we'll take this thing out for a drive, which I can't wait to do that. That's gonna be fun. Well, that's a quick tour of our new farm truck. Hope you're just as excited to see this truck as I was. Again, it's a 1956 Dodge C3 HHA-8. So kind of a rare beast. So if you know anything about these trucks, or anybody that does, please throw that in the comment section so that I can get in touch with them and help get this truck up and get it using around here on my farm. If you like this video, hit that like. If you want to see me drive this truck once we get it fixed and use it around the farm, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you around.